Hello friends, and welcome to day 3 of our digital detox challenge. For the last 2 days, we've set our intention. We've kind of looked a little bit about the neural connectivity of buffering and the things that suck your brain in. And then today, we're going to modify some of the environmental factors that keep you sucked in your devices and that keep you stuck from using devices longer or more or less intentional than you want to. And the idea is that really these things are set up to try to suck you in. So by undoing some of them, you will get sucked in less. So the first thing we're going to really do is uninstall or unallow or enable any notifications that you don't want. The ones that are on your home screen, and some of them, you guys get them even on your phone. And that is the prime little dopamine hit to suck you into your device, right? So do you really care that you get a notification every time somebody likes a reel or a post, right? I mean, hopefully your actual life is so magnificent and you're out playing with your children or going for a walk that every time this notification pops up, exactly what it will do is it will make you check. And it is a little dopamine hit, right? It's that whole like, oh, somebody likes me, somebody likes my stuff. But what it does is it then makes you open the app, look at it, and we know that on average, once people do that, they're in the app for close to 30 minutes at least, right? So what these notifications really do is they do exactly that. They give you this little dopamine hit. Oh, somebody liked my reel, somebody liked my post, somebody liked my video, somebody left a comment, and then you kind of get sucked in. But do you really actually care? Do you really want to be at the mercy of that anytime somebody views your TikTok, you abandon your regular life and get sucked into TikTok for another 30 minutes? I would argue not. So the first thing I would encourage you to do is really stop all notifications on your home screen or your Apple Watch, right? Because these are those little dopamine hits that suck you in. So by disallowing them, it makes it just so much more easy to only check social media, only check your posts, only check your whatevers whenever you feel like it. And once you open the app, I promise you will still have a spot where it gives you those notifications. Okay, if you don't want to miss a comment or a like, you can do that sort of in batch. So let's say, you want to check it at 10:30 in the morning for half an hour while you drink your coffee, and that's how you've decided you want to engage with social media. There's no need that at 6:15, 6:37, you get pings that not only like take you out of what you're doing, your productivity and your presentness, but suck you in. Instead, at 10:30, when you've decided now's my social media half hour, you can go in, look at all the notifications, look at all the updates, and then be done with it, okay? So step 1, disenable notifications from all these apps. Like, that's why they want to notify you, because they know it'll suck you in. So please disenable it, because you will still get to it, okay? You don't have to get to it right away. You don't have to see every time somebody views your story. I mean, if your life is really in a sense where that is the highlight of your entire day, then, I coach on that too. Find a coach, find a puppy, find something. And then in the same realm, I would say make your apps harder to access. So, the more steps you can put between that automatic, I'm just sitting here, listen, and this is a confession. I used to be so bad that I used to even check my phone at red lights. I mean, thank God, never while driving, but on red lights, like when there was a long red light or a long line, I would actually pull it up, right? Thank God I don't do that anymore. But I had to train myself, and the urge is still there, right? Like for some reason, car boredom, and I don't love driving. Maybe I need to get a nicer car, but I don't love driving. So whenever I was sitting there, because I was already in this like baseline, I don't love this state of thing, whenever then I had to like wait on a long line or a long light or like whatever, I would go and check. Anyway, but some of that was also because the notifications were pinging, right? So step 2 is really to make your apps a little harder to access. So put them in a social media folder. So then at least you have to unlock your phone, go to the folder, not on the home screen, and then like open up this app. again, what that prevents is that quick, oh, I have 30 seconds, let me just check that, which is so destructive, and also which sucks you in when it's your time that you want to access. Is, believe me, these 3 swipes and 1 click, you will still get there, okay? So put the apps that you don't want to like get sucked into, or that you know you have a tendency to just blindly, without even thinking, pull up. Put them away from the home screen, a couple screens away, into a folder even. Then the other thing is, I would want you to look at some of your email preferences, because sort of online shopping does that same thing, right? We get bazillion and bazillion spam emails. So I would just say, and if you have Google or Apple or anything like that, there's actually this messages from a mailing list, unsubscribe. Of course, I hope you don't unsubscribe from my emails, but if you don't feel like they're worth it, like, unsubscribe. But you know, all these random stores, all these random this, all these random that, because how many times is the same thing? Like, how many times have you gotten an email for a product that you probably were not even going to be interested in, and then, oh, 2 for $49, lowest offers, this, that, and the other, and then you ended up clicking on that link and surfing on their site and all of this stuff. So, and especially if social media platforms gives you a, hey, good job, you got 3 views on your reel today, create another one. So systematically every day, maybe unsubscribe from 5 or 10 emails that you don't really want, because again, that will decrease the time you have to delete all of them, the spam you get, and all of these things. So you probably get lots of them and you can't clean them all up in a day, but just set an intention that every day you're going to unsubscribe from a couple of stores, notifications, whatever, that you're just sort of got onto their mailing list and you don't really want to be on there. And, you know, the third thing also that sometimes I've already mentioned is also to disable it from your watch, right? Because the idea is like, you know, now we have the watches too. So even if you put your phone away, like, yes, you might want to get your text, you might want to get your whatever on your phone, but don't let like the Instagram or the TikTok or the Snapchat or whatever it is that you do on like your wrist all the time and buzz you, right? Because then leaving your phone somewhere else is a little bit pointless. So, and then the last thing is, if there's any apps you really feel like don't add anything to your life, like unsubscribe, uninstall them. I know that sounds radical, but like, for example, I uninstalled Snapchat. Like, it was just another thing to do that I was like, I kind of don't love it. Like, people take a picture and then still send it to 800 picture people, and now I'm supposed to respond with a picture, and I just personally did not feel like this was meaningful connection. So I just was like, no, I'm not on Snapchat. I'm not on this other thing. And it's totally okay to not be on all the things. All right, day 3, we're gonna modify our environment. And I hope this is fun so far. It's helpful so far, and we're getting towards that goal little by little of more mindful and more intentional social media use.